Hey, welcome to the channel. Today I'm about to check out Death Battle where we got Excalibur versus Raiden. So in the last video, I said my prediction was Excalibur is gonna win because that sounds like a badass name versus Raiden. I was under the impression that when I saw the name Raiden, I was under the impression that it was Raiden, Mortal Kombat, but I don't think it is. I think it's swordsman and shit. So yeah, with that said, if you enjoyed the video, whatever. I do not know any of these two. I just chose Excalibur because of the name. So yeah, with that said, let's hop into it. Hold up, let me write down Raiden name. You know how I do shit here.
Wiz, what are you doing in here? It's our day off.
Hey, yo, why you watching her, B?
Tenno Foundry in the process of crafting a new WarFrame.
Stop the cap.
What are you doing here? Sometimes I have these horrible nightmares and I just wake up here in a cold sweat. I don't even think my car's in the parking lot.
What you mean, boy?
But what you're doing sounds way more interesting. So tell me, what Warframe's your favorite? Oh, a scientist doesn't play favorites. Oh, bullshit. Our job is the equivalent of banging action figures together. You've got to have a favorite. Fine, if I had to pick, I'd go with the very first Warframe ever created, the death-dealing techno-organic ninja Excalibur. You mean he's a cyborg ninja? Like Raiden from Metal Gear? What? No, they're not technically cyborgs. More like superpowered biomechanical vessels that are unlike anything I've ever seen. Trust me, this is gonna get crazy, so spoilers ahead. Yeah, just give me the lore already, Wiz. Long ago in the Origin system, the Orokin Empire discovered the Void, an extra-dimensional spatial realm that allowed for travel across...
Man, why everybody over 6 foot, man? Like, shit, like, I've noticed there's never been a nigga that's like 4 foot something. I'm not 4 foot anything. I'm just saying, Jesus, man, like...
However, when they sent the first colony ship through it, the Zeramin 10-0, the Void drove all the adults on board into an insane, murderous frenzy. Sounds like my first wedding reception. Okay. The children, though, absorbed the Void's energies, imbuing them with the powers they needed to defend themselves against their mad parents and survive.
Okay.
When the Zeramin 10-0 emerged from the Void, the children were permanently changed. They had become the Tenno. Well, I'm sure those traumatized little whippersnappers received only the best of care. If only. Instead, the Tenno were taught to use their void powers to control warframes through a process called transference. But their abilities were so powerful that the Orokin grew to fear the Tenno and tried to have them destroyed. The Tenno were hidden from the Orokin and put into a deep sleep. That is, until one day, they were reawakened to defend a war-torn Origin system, guided by their adoptive mother, the Lotus. So, they're basically sci-fi child soldiers. Sort of.
The Tenno were placed in stasis pods for centuries at a young age. They controlled their warframes for their safety of their pods through transference.
Lotus does care deeply for her adopted children and has devoted her efforts to protecting as many Tenno as possible. There are almost 50 different warframes currently out there, each with their own unique abilities and combat styles. But I think that the very first created, Excalibur, is the deadliest. He's kinda reminded me of someone. A master swordsman with his razor-sharp skana.
So I'm guessing there's a lot of similarities between these two, which they always do for death battles, so fair enough.
Excalibur is an expert at racking up quick kills faster than the eye can track. He's unmatched in skill and precision with the blade, especially when augmented by his unique abilities.
I gotta find my bandana, bro.
Blind, which releases a flash of light to incapacitate nearby foes, or Radial Javelin, which blasts out a wide burst of energy spears. But his greatest and most iconic is easily the Exalted Blade, a sword of light that can slice just about anything to pieces. You don't get much cooler than that. Huge laser guns, Wiz. Huge-ass laser guns automatically make you cooler. Funny you should say that. While individual warframes like Excalibur may specialize in certain fields, they all have access to an incredible suite of futuristic weaponry, like the Nucor, which can fire concentrated beams of microwaves, literally cooking you from the inside out.
Shit!
Galaxian, which halts molecular vibrations entirely, freezing you in place.
Lot of
guns
weapons
that fire radioactive plasma, toxic barbs, or even acidic needles. He has, and I'm not exaggerating here, over 500 different names unnamed weapons.
Man, he
Shit.
sounds like a one-man army.
Oh, you think that's crazy? Excalibur can call down an Archwing, basically a futuristic space jetpack with missiles, force fields, and even the ability to fire miniature black holes.
Golly.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty powerful.
While Warframes usually battle alongside one another, they have had the occasional head-to-head scrap, where they've exhibited the durability to survive.
Hold up.
And the most powerful attacks that other Warframes have to dish out. For example, blasts of concentrated antimatter from the Warframe Nova.
Sounds
Shit.
pretty unstoppable, but I think I have someone in mind that might put that to the test.
Okay, do you really want to talk about Raiden?
He
Is that
really
what
want to
this
talk
is?
about
Come on,
Raiden.
Wiz. Child soldier, half-robot assassin, glorious Nippon steel. It's a perfect match. Raised from childhood to
Oh,
be
wow,
a
they
trained
just jumped
killer
straight
in
into
the
it.
war-torn streets of
Okay.
Liberia by the future president of the United States, Jack never knew what it meant to control his own destiny, to live his own life. The only thing he knew was how to kill, and he proved it when he accomplished one of the
Jack the
greatest
Ripper,
feats in
what
video
the-
game history,
Snake.
surviving the absolute mindfuck that was Metal Gear Solid 2. Legions of angry fanboys be damned.
Yo, look, I'm not trying to be that guy. But I don't think you're surviving if you are from this game. Because this guy has a space jetpack with a force field, 500 plus weapons, and can shoot miniature black holes. You are not making it. Like, he has 500 plus weapons, different types
Solid
of
Snake was
futuristic.
yesterday's
I don't know,
news.
bro.
This was Raiden. Birthday suit and all.
Too bad for him that a shadowy extra-governmental body known as the Patriots captured him and turned him into a cyborg for their own complicated purposes. Even after the Patriots' downfall, Raiden struggled to build a life that he could call his own, pulled between his sense of justice and his genuine ecstasy for war.
Well, at least he's got to put his weeb
So,
skills.
hold up. After obtaining his cyborg form, Raiden has mostly forgone his older weapons and firearms, but is still capable of using and accessing them. I don't know, bro. You're just fighting
To work
people.
with the weapons he's pulled off the corpses of all the poor souls that dared mess with him. He's got dystopia, a magnetic sigh that pulls you towards your enemy, or
Okay.
l'étranger,
Wow, I think you actually said that right.
which is a convertible staff/whip combination made of arms, plus rocket launchers, claymore mines, EMP grenades.
Post-game items such as Snake's infinite ammo bandana. What? Infinite ammo bandana have been directly referenced in story cutscenes, making them disputably canon.
And all his stuff from GS2,
bandana
but nothing
infinite.
beats his high-frequency blade he inherited from Jetstream Sam, the Murasama.
I have to admit, the high-frequency blades are marvels. They vibrate at such high speeds that they can destabilize the physical structures of metals on contact, greatly increasing their cutting ability. It's basically robot kryptonite, if that makes sense.
Even with his original high-frequency blade, Raiden could cut through massive metal gears like tissue paper.
And of note, those metal gears were not made of ordinary steel, but carbon nanotubes, one of the strongest materials known to man.
Okay.
The bonds between carbon atoms are incredibly strong, which means that the tensile strength of carbon nanotubes is greater than even the toughest metals, like titanium. Using the high end of potential shear strengths, slicing clean through a building-sized Metal Gear ray would require an energy equivalent to, at most, 100 kilotons.
They didn't give my guy kilotons, but
And the Murasama is red,
he
which
survived an anti-matter, dark matter-ish. So
makes it even cuttier. How else would he have had a chance against our Lord and Savior, Senator Armstrong, and his nanomachines, son? Unlike those Beltway pansies, this hulked-out Ayn Rand can hit the ground so hard it splits lava. He was somehow a vastly more difficult boss than the stadium-sized Metal Gear Excelsis Raiden tore to shreds minutes earlier. Don't F with this, Senator.
That is, unless your nickname is Jack the Ripper.
Raiden spent years fighting for justice and denying who he really was inside. And it took his battles with Desperado enforcement to
Ripper
finally
mode.
realize it. He's a killer, plain and simple, and he lives to test his skills against others.
When he enters Ripper mode, any last shred of inhibition leaves his body, and his strength
ordinary Ripper mode has a strict time limit, but Raiden has used the mode for extended periods of time in the past, such as when fighting Monsoon.
and skill skyrocket.
And that's exactly what Armstrong saw in Raiden. Living proof of his philosophy in action. Someone who pulled themselves out of hell with nothing but their determination to survive.
But Raiden did not see it that way. Just because he had to fight for survival doesn't mean the whole world had to. and it was only through an act of generosity from Raiden's slain rival, Sam, that he managed to win.
His sword may have been a tool of justice, not used in anger, but the Murasama wasn't that sword, and with it he ended Armstrong once and for all, and lived the rest of his life on his own terms. Look, I know we're just shooting the shit, but Raiden would definitely kick Excalibur's ass.
You've got to be joking.
Yeah, I don't.
Maybe didn't say well enough for my
Look. Those visuals are pretty amazing and clean and shit, but I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. I don't think you could still keep up. Maybe I just don't know enough on both sides of things, or maybe I want Excalibur to win. Alright, I'ma downplay everything he does just so dude can win.
But Warframes like Excalibur are unbelievably powerful, on a whole other level from cyborg ninjas like Raiden.
Oh yeah? We're in the lab. We've got the research done. Prove it.
Okay, the Murasama is impressive, sure, but Excalibur's futuristic arsenal is hundreds of years more advanced
Exactly.
and leagues more varied. Raiden would just be overwhelmed.
Excalibur may win in quantity, Wiz, but quality is what matters most. And considering his weapons are mostly made of metal, it won't be any trouble for Raiden to melt right through him with the Murasama.
Fair
Especially
enough.
with how crazy fast he is. Raiden can run up walls and break dance with leggy mooing rope
But so can Excalibur,
butts
though, right?
attached to his feet. He can slice bullets out of the air and even boost his reactions with blade mode, where the entire world slows down to a near stop.
Well, sure, Metal Gear characters like Revolver Ocelot can shoot bolts of electricity out of the air with regular pistols, which is probably around hundreds of times faster than sound. I guess that counts as fast.
Oh, please, that's nothing. Raiden can increase his perception to the point that raindrops around him aren't even moving. That might not seem as crazy at first glance, but he's also able to swing his sword dozens of times, while time is almost stopped.
Okay,
By
fair
my
enough.
calculations, that'd be about 11% the speed of light.
Oh, is this happening? Is this actually happening? You want a calc off, big guy? Then let's go.
Okay.
Excalibur can literally block a beam of light with his sword.
Exactly.
By the distance it moved relative to how far the light beam traveled, Excalibur had to have been swinging at 9% the speed.
Fuck! I have to write this down. Speed of light. Yeah, SOL, speed of light. Fuck, 9.4%. Shit.
Of light.
Calc King dethroned. Look at me. I'm the math boy now.
Look, speed is only part of the picture. Another Warframe, Atlas, was strong enough to smash apart a giant asteroid. Now, Excalibur may not be one-punching asteroids, but he's proven more than capable of wiping out entire platoons of elite soldiers.
But remember, Wiz, you said it yourself. Robot Kryptonite. All old Jack needs is one good swing of that Murasama, and Excalibur's getting sliced to pieces. You really think your Warframe can take on a pure-blooded...
You know what? Yeah.
Whoa, you really think you're cyborg?
Bro,
can
who
take
is
on a
you,
good
Raiden?
soldier from the future?
Well, I guess we'll never know.
Forever a mystery.
No way to determine a winner.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Oh yeah, I could definitely go for a beer right now.
No, you idiot. Let's
Death-
settle this the old-fashioned.
Death battle.
But yeah, it's time for a
Death battle. I love that. So far, I wish they carry on this route, because I like the little debates that they have between each other instead of giving us the facts. Like, in fact, I love that they give us the facts and let us decide. But watching these two like debate over it, I love that.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by Warframe, but let me ask, Wiz.
Yo, bro, if Warframe actually wins, I'd be like, if because of Excalibur, and I don't know, it'll just seem a little fishy. That's all.
Abilities. Wield an arsenal of more than quest that combines a personal story of self-discovery with their own.
Yo, bro, like, no disrespect, boy. Not on some weird-ish, right? I'm not saying I'm about to pull a Berlizzi. Look, I'm not about to say I'm about to pull a Berlizzi, but like, oh, Berlin, like,
more than 600 weapons,
hey, yo,
guns and more.
like, I'm not,
Sounds
like,
like a 10 of
like, I don't swing that way.
Please stop. You follow an epic
Okay,
cinematic
firstly, golly,
quest
alright,
that combines
but,
a personal story of self-discovery with
like, hey.
abilities.
Hold up,
Wield an
but
arsenal of
like,
more than 600 weapons, including blades,
you know?
guns, and more.
That sure sounds like a 10 of fun, eh, Wiz?
Please stop. You follow an epic cinematic quest that combines a personal story of self-discovery.
All I'm saying is, man, Hey man, Boulder dude looking a little thick. That's all I'm saying. Man. I'm just saying, boy. That's all. That's all.
Embark on missions that involve ninja-like
Boy got a little more cake to his arsenal. That's all I'm
.com
saying.
or
You know.
visit the in-game marketplace and use promo.
Personalize your in-game Excalibur.
Okay. Oh, my fault. Capsule Corp. Raiden.
Doctor, are you seeing this?
Tenno, an enemy is ahead, and that foundry is crafting a WarFrame.
Ooh.
Straight to the point. Metal freaks like you usually got a monologue first.
So can he? Yeah, I did say that.
His sword, it's weakening yours.
Okay. He's being cut in them bullets, yeah. Fuck!
Infinite ammo.
Hey, it's the bandana now.
Yes, I'm in. Mr. Raiden, sir, or can I call you Jack? Big fan. Who the hell? I'm busy here.
Nice, I love that. I
Wait,
love it.
just listen. You'll never expect your secret weapon.
Secret whip.
Alright, listen, he's definitely hiding in the cardboard box.
Get out of here!
Wait, what? Okay, bro, clearly, hold up, I will talk about it at the end. I'll talk about it at the end. Nah! Yep, force field, force field.
Doctor, it's time to let her rip.
Ripper mode? Ah, fuck.
This is why I fight. Survival of the fittest. The rules of nature.
Black hole, bro! Black hole! Black hole!
My child, you're not done yet. I'm searching your WarFrame's power systems.
Black hole, bro! You just charged up his sword!
Excellent work, Tenno. Now for the foundry. Oh, it's finished.
Do I say? I call that a fucking dub. Go to my previous video. I called it, like I said, that's why I decide my ish before the things happen. So far, I got 3 W's in a row, actually. Shit. Sun Wukong, Boba Fett, Magneto. Okay, I got that Magneto W as well. Okay, that Homelander, I'll take that L. I really wanted Homelander to. I knew Omni-Man was gonna win, but like I said, I stick with the gang. Vegeta, I honestly thought and hoped he would win, but then I forgot about the comics and shit. Golly, Excalibur, fire ass name. I got that W, and yeah, it looked like the producers, the creators, or whatever, clearly wanted their person to win. I feel like this was a serious debate where one had a true favorite amongst the other.
Knock one up for the Calc King, the
Golly.
Boy is back.
Oh, infinite ammo, Viz. He had infinite ammo.
Sure, and yes, that is 100% indisputably canon, but there was a lot more going on here that eventually gave Excalibur the win.
Okay, hold up. Fuck, I missed it. Were there any more that I missed now that I think about it?
Infinite ammo, Viz. He had infinite ammo.
Sure, and yes, that is 100%.
Okay, Snake has directly referenced his infinite ammo bandana in against their cutscenes. It's canon.
Indisputably canon, but there was a lot more going on here that eventually gave Excalibur the win.
I guess so. Both were super skilled swordsmen and ninja, and their speeds were almost even. So the fight was ultimately gonna come down to whose tech was better. And I've gotta say, it looks like Excalibur just had a lot more to pull from.
Warframes have access to an absolutely absurd amount of varied weapons. Despite Raiden's unique armaments, they were never going to stack up in sheer quantity. And consider specific guns like Glaxian, which can halt molecular movement, a direct counter to Raiden's high-frequency blade. While Excalibur may not always be carrying it, every Warframe is proficient with each of their over 500 weapons.
One blast of that, and Raiden might as well be working with a regular slab of steel. Excalibur was way stronger too. Sure, Raiden could cut through giant Metal Gear rays made of carbon nanotubes, generating up to 100 kilotons of TNT.
But not as much as Excalibur. Another Warframe, Atlas, was strong enough to smash apart a giant asteroid, meaning it would have to be at least 6 kilometers across, just like the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs. Now, Atlas did not completely halt its kinetic energy. By exploiting fissures within the asteroid, he was able to pulverize it to dust.
That means his punch had to hit with an energy of at least 46 gigatons of TNT.
Wow.
Sure, in canon, Atlas is stronger than Excalibur, but they fought and defeated similar enemies, so Excalibur would naturally...
Both Atlas and Excalibur's Warframe profiles have the same in-game power stat of 150, proving consistent parity between the two Warframe strength.
have to be somewhere in Atlas's ballpark. Even if Excalibur only possessed 1% of Atlas's strength, he'd still be nearly 4,000 times stronger than Raiden. That's pretty consistent with the energy output of Nova's antimatter blast too. Warframes are just that tough.
Furthermore, even with the high-frequency blade's unique vibrating ability, it cannot cut through everything. Raiden's original blade actually shattered against Armstrong's super hard skin, and required the stronger Murasama to finish the job. Against a foe vastly more durable than anyone Raiden's ever faced, it's unlikely the Murasama would score a kill in time.
Even if Raiden got enough hits in to break Excalibur's shields and eventually land a fatal blow, the Tenno operator piloting would still survive unharmed.
Raiden put up a valiant effort, but Excalibur's absurd arsenal, impressive durability, and raw power put an end to the silver-haired swordsman.
Okay.
Excalibur had the metal and the gear to make Jack R.I.P.
The winner
Nice.
is Excalibur.
What else?
Told you so. Thanks for watching, and thanks to Warframe
Fucking
for
called
sponsoring
that
this
one.
event. Quick disclaimer, Digital Extremes and the Warframe team did not
Who's
dictate
next?
the victor of this episode.
I'ma
or
write
even
that- yeah,
matchup.
just wrote
They were
down
fine with
prediction
going
now.
either
Who's
way, and
next?
We wouldn't have accepted the sponsorship otherwise.
Let me get
So
my
we're really
fourth
thankful to
W
them for
in a
understanding
row.
this show.
And like I said, I don't go for the popularity or the obvious one. I go for whichever is closest to home. Like I said, I put Homelander over Omni-Man to win. I knew he would lose, but because I enjoyed the boys more than
You can get a
Invincible.
free collection of
Amber
Excalibur
just
themed
killed
goodies
it for
from
me low-key,
Warframe.com
so-
or the in-game marketplace with the promo code WF-Death-Battle. And don't miss out on TennoCon, July 16th.
I'm Jocelyn, and I've been promoted. I'm about to do all the research nobody else wants to, straight from the desk of Death Battle.
Okay. Okay, sure, return, I guess. Hold up. Okay, desk of Death Battle. Okay. July 18th. Shit, it's been a whole month then. Well, I can't write down my prediction, I guess. Not what I expected. But anyway, man, if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know which other video to react to next. And hopefully, I will rank up my 4th W in a row. Because clearly, I'm on a roll. I'm going crazy right now. It's a whole streak right now. I got to hold my book. So, yeah, with that said, like, comment, share, blah, blah, blah. Y'all get the rest. Hopefully, I find my do-rag. Because, golly, I got a dome. So, with that said, I will see you guys later.